Good evening, I'm Zoran Vranisevic, and this is Persuasion Speech number 3 for Professor Wood's online speech class. I'd like to introduce my cameraman, Val Dragotinovic. Hello, Val.
Hello.
And my wife, Cynthia Vranisevic. How many of you guys like NFL football?
Love it.
Love it. You? I know when me and my wife came to Jacksonville 3 years ago, and she told me we were either going to Houston or Jacksonville, I thought immediately, do they have a football team? Both towns had a football team. So then I weighed it out. I said, Jacksonville's got a team, they got the ocean, they got sun. It was a no-brainer. We came here. Now imagine it's 2014, mid-October. The Gators are playing, the town's riled up. But there's something missing. And you know what that something is? It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're missing. And you know why they're missing? Because we, as the fans and citizens, did not buy tickets and did not take this blackout thing serious. Roger Goodell came here last year and basically strong-armed us and told us, hey, Jacksonville, if you don't shape up and buy tickets, you're going to lose your team. And this, speaking from first-hand experience living in Cleveland, the Browns never really had blackouts, and they sold out every year, and there was waiting lists for season tickets. And we ended up losing our team in '95. So if it could happen in Cleveland, it could happen in Jacksonville. Back in the '90s, before Jacksonville had the Jaguars, they had a USFL team here. It was called the Jacksonville Bulls, I think it was. And they did all right. But then in '92 or '93, the NFL was looking to bring a team to Jacksonville in Carolina. But a lot of folks didn't want to come to Jacksonville. They didn't know where Jacksonville was. I mean, everyone thought it was a rural city, Podunk. But if you really look at it, this is a big football town. We got the Gators in Gainesville, and now we have the Jaguars. The Jaguars, when they came in the league in '93 and '94, immediately won. And the fans came and supported the team. And that just shows that if you win, the fans will come. And the team will reciprocate your loyalty in several ways. One of the ways the team does reciprocate back to the community is through the Wayne Weaver Foundation. Wayne Weaver is the owner of the Jaguars. Him and his wife Dolores are big contributors to the community. They've contributed over $40 million of their own money to local profit organizations in the local area. One of them being the Children's Crisis Center, and then there's the I.M. Sulzbacher Center for the Homeless, Northeast Florida Exchange Center for Prevention of Child Abuse, and then lastly PACE, which means Practical Academic Cultural Education. That's for students that flunked out of public school and were low income. This PACE organization brings them in and shows them the right way. Another thing the Jaguars have contributed to this community, we got the Super Bowl in 2005 when the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles played. Obviously the Patriots won that game, but a lot of people don't know what that brought to the community. There's a lot of tangible things and intangible. First, it contributed over $300 million to our local economy. It also brought national media attention to the city, and it provided exposure to future residents of the city and its assets, including the beaches and the weather. A lot of people, like I said, didn't know what Jacksonville was. And it also gave us a name as a major sports hub. I've come up with a couple things to keep the Jaguars in town and sell tickets, and I'm not the only one. These are things that have been discussed. First of all, we have to win games. That's what puts people in the seats. Winning games and putting a competitive product on the field wins games. And then all citizens, there's 1.2 million citizens in this town. I did an analysis. You divide that by the stadium capacity, and that's 1 in 19 citizens. Out of the 19 citizens, 1 only has to buy a ticket just once a year, and the place gets sold out. You have to also approach your Fortune 500 companies here in town, CSX and Winn-Dixie, to purchase tickets for employees and clients. And lastly, offer discounts to families of 4 or more on parking and concessions. These are some of the things that Jacksonville brings to this town. I think we owe it to ourselves as a community to come and support this town and support the team like we did in the 90s that brought Jacksonville here. Because if we don't, we're going to lose community pride, we're going to lose money for our local nonprofit organizations, and we're also going to lose being a major city. People won't come here and your tax base is going to decrease. So take it from me, being from Cleveland, you will lose your team if you don't support it. Thank you.